Good evening and welcome to the WXFan21 cooking stream. I am your host, WXFan21. Wait, what? Wrong day? Wrong time? Wrong channel! The Super Metroid? Y'all was supposed to tell me this before I got started on the stream! What's up, everybody? I'm kidding. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, SpeedGaming fans. I am WXFan21, joined by the fantastic NN on tracking. We're in for a good one. Logdrab and NewfieGarge, they are battling off here. This is Varia plus movement. This is going to be a fun one. I'll get into the seeds and stuff in just a little bit. But with that being said, Varia plus movement offers us a lot of interesting things. Expect to see a lot of water rooms. That spring ball probably gonna come in big here. So just keep that in mind. And if y'all want to follow along, that's !bracket in the Twitch chat. And this is the number 28 seed, Logdrab, versus the number 47 seed, NewfieGarge. We'll get y'all synced up here very shortly. Oh, hi, Ridley. Oh, Ridley into the invisible road. Ouch. Logdrab's gonna find the same thing. Log not happy about that and realizing the same thing here. It's gonna be back to the invisible road. Log's gonna attempt to do this jump. Just misses and does elect to do a reset. So we're gonna go ahead again. We're gonna get you fine, folks, all set and squared away. And get these racers synced up here in just a little bit. We are having an issue with some of the timers, so don't worry. We're here, we're hanging out. And then doing a great job as always on tracking. Let's see what this seed has in store for the racers. Okay, pretty interesting. Back of Gauntlet is going to be a double check. Logs here as well. Here comes the sync. We're going to see double supers. Very, very interesting. And immediately we get a reset, so no supers for either racer. But we know where two super packs are. Stay tuned to the end of the stream. You'll get the WXFan ASMR voice experience. I'm kidding. We're gonna see a little bug clip. We are not. Very rough map to get things started. Newfie's gonna make a play down the elevator. Newfie using the tile sets here. Okay, there's our E-tank. This is upper red tower. Ugh, this is not a... This is so brutal! Well, we can easily get through this room. I wonder if this is where our morph ball is, and it's Meridia. Hey! Orb! Shenria, thank you for the raid as well, by the way. Log is gonna get his orb. Green gate. This is terrible. Let's see how this gravity jump works for Newfie. Beautifully executed. Log also out. Phaser beam. Any Phaser fans in chat? That's Phaser beam. We'll see how handy it comes in for Newfie. And this is interesting. Newfie's gonna elect to go down here further into the water. Log is gonna go grab both of the supers, which should be our logical supers as well. This needs to be huge here for Newfie. Okay, it's Joe. It's our missiles. I'd much rather be in Log's position right now with double supers. And there's that save for Logdrab. Logdrab, rather. My apologies. Chat, say the thing! Nice X-ray visor for Log. Save early, save often, folks. Y'all know that should be the motto of Map Rando. Let's see what Log elects to do here. Deboosting across Spiky Room. Whee! Alright, what's up here? Is it a major? Okay. Missiles and missiles. Newfie found more energy tanks. Let's see what Log's gonna head to from here. We know where Wrigley is. It's getting to that map. This is a pretty brutal map to get things started. I'd be making my way on over as quick as I could towards the map. We can't even get through them. We don't have screw attack. We don't have explosives. We are locked right now by not having explosives. I think the logic is telling us to go get those double supers, to go back to Meridia and get through Green Gate. We'll see if that selects what these racers are going to end up doing. Newfie needs to go back for those supers. Log's hanging out. Rather than gravity jumping, just gonna go ahead and do these grapples. Underwater grapples, not the greatest, But nevertheless, still going to pay off here for Log. X-ray for Newfie. You see, folks, you see what happens when racers listen to the commentators? It's like I was saying in my Counter-Strike team about a stream the other day. You see what happens when you listen to the casters? And then seemingly they listen to us, and I was having a ball with it on air. Of course, only kidding. But when you're able to view both streams like this, and you're able to... okay. Hello, Golden Terizo. Goodbye, Golden Terizo. When you're able to get the perspective of commentating so many of these racers, and you just kind of get that idea and look. There's our logical explosives. Okay. X-ray clip for Newfie? No. That's a little too low for that. Finally. And start checking out the rest of the world here. When you get a chance to look at both of the streams, it's a heck of a lot easier to be able to try figuring out the logic when you see what both racers are. This has been a very linear seed to get things started. I don't know why Log is going this way. Why are you not headed to the missile check? I'd be heading to go check missiles over there in Wreck Ship Shaft, spooky missiles. I'd go get the missiles check. I'd hit up Wreck Ship main shaft, and I'd continue to go and see if I can get a connector to criteria closer to the map. Newfie finally going for supers. There you go, Log. Now you realize where you need to go. Yo, Log, can you, go check the free item that's over in Wreck Ship main shaft, please? Tis free. We won't even charge you for it. We will not charge you for participating in this tournament. Go check the missiles, or you can foot the entire prize pool yourself. I'm obviously kidding. Jeez. Oh, it's the second major Log wants. That's a big find. That's speed booster. Which doesn't unlock really anything. Speed boost is a wonderful thing. I don't think we're speed locking anything right now. Okay, we get... at least Log gets there for his first missiles. I don't know if they're the logical ones. I also didn't notice that other major that was still there. Newfie executing a little gate glitch here. Ooh. And that's gonna pay off in a big way for Newfie. That's space jump. That's big. That's gonna be big for Newfie should we run into, like, Coliseum, East Ocean, even West Ocean. So much easier to take a space jump and fly to get sky missiles than waiting for those floating waiver platform things. Big item find for Newfie this early on. Now Newfie's gonna need to go back to get logical PBs, to go back to get speed booster. Log's out here playing with some bugs. Devine, what are we calling what now? Okay. Everest. This is 100% logical with our Varia plus movement items. Much easier for Newfie. Okay, Log finds Hoda Ruby. And there's one of our blank items. So because we're populating items here at the beginning, there will be blank items throughout the course of this seed. The ship's a big find. I'd say Newfie's probably 2 to 3 minutes behind Log, because I don't know if Log's going the right way. Oh! That's a terrible map location in Brinstar. Chat, did you see that? That was terrible. There's Newfie's PBs. Is Newfie gonna go check missiles? He is. What is this item going to be? With something worthwhile? More PBs! That's a big find considering we don't have bombs yet. So that is plenty of extra here for Newfie. This Fantoon? It is. Hey viewers, what a surprise. It's Fantoon hanging out at West Ocean. What a surprise. Fantoon, can you please be a little more original? Thank you. Five missile Fantoon just turned into a 10 missile Fantoon. Folks, how are you all doing tonight? Y'all good? Hanging out? Having a great day? Oh my goodness, Newfie's now found 3 sets of PBs, but is nowhere near Speed Booster. That's a quick map to get to Norfair, though. I'd be trying this here. Newfie, nicely done. Good, glad to hear that. Glad to hear y'all are doing well. Log reset. FaZe is out here laughing. Apparently Fantoon is up top. Dun 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 dun. It's the other door! We don't laugh at the racers, right, chat? We encourage the racers. Ah! Hi, Fantoon! I'm gonna go finish my dinner, or continue to work on my dinner here. And you all can enjoy the Fantoon music. Dun, 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 na, na, na. Dun, na, 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 na. Oh, you thought I was gonna let you listen to the actual music? Nope! Nah, I can't. Alright, Newfie tried grapple jumps. Now trying snail climb here. Without that speed booster, it is going to make this very difficult here for Newfie. Even so, speed booster wouldn't have come in super handy. And the reason I said that is that was post-Batoon room outside of Norfair. So there was no good way to execute speed booster to get a store up a shine spark. You need a dry room unless you have gravity. Then you wouldn't need to go to the other room. 5 missile Fantoon fight for Mr. Log. One more super missile should finish off Fantoon. Log needs to be careful though, only 59 energy. Log, please. Okay. Nicely done. Ooh, Newfie finds our save and needs to go and do the snail climb again. Snail climb, snail climb. Spring ball jump up here for Newfie. Gonna go hang out with this Gary. Log's gonna go grab sky missiles, which is supers. Not saying no to those with no charge beam. We never say no to no supers. Always a good thing to have. Picks up that extra E-tank. Newfie is getting waterlogged. It's terrible! Aqueduct! Fish tank! Kagos! Oh, it's brutal. That is horrible. That is so terrible. Mama Turtle for Mr. Log. And we got a major over here. Major, major, major. To get out of here, you need to execute a double spring ball jump. There's no good way of getting around this, and there's the best beam in the game! Plasmers! Plasma beam, best beam. Can you use a microwave beam with Spazer? No, I don't think so. Get wrecked, Spazer fans. I'm kidding. Please don't leave. SpeedGaming 2, thank you for the raid. Newfie gets through, nicely done. Now gonna continue to through Fish Tank to grab this map here in Meridia. We'll get our first look at the Meridia map. Nothing here in Meridia of note. But there's your multiple criteria points. You've got Norfair here. Newfie, Meridia has nothing. You lose. Good day to you, sir. Yeah, deal with the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reference. I mean, obviously, Newfie hasn't lost the race, but still. Meridia had nothing for Newfie. We'll see if Log ever ends up going to Meridia to check it out. Log with that speed booster, doesn't need the mock ball. Gets through the speed gates with no problem. Finds more PBs. That map is horrible. There have been a lot of maps recently in some of these racers that are just way away from the entry point. So Log's hit a dead end. All the top of those rooms do are connect. So it looks like it's going to be back to Ridley Elevator, up the elevator to the left, most likely. Big Pink. More like Big Rock, am I right? Yeah, the bad jokes, I'm sorry. Currently, Speed Booster proving to be more pivotal here than that space jump. On top of the elevator is G4. Folks, if you are interested in doing Map Rando, head over to maprando.com. Generate your own seed today. That G4 room is a really good practice room to execute and try your spring ball jumps. Make sure you have high jump equipped. Tavine says they come here to hear me scream, not make bad jokes. I can do both! I think I definitely argue right now Speed Booster is the more important item. Yes! Yes! No! Go back! We want a Spore Spawn fight! Oh, bosses! Kraid and Dragon, a major... Oh my goodness. What a Norfair map. 2 bosses plus Mother Brain. If that major is Charge Beam, Newfie's in go mode. It could be Grav too. Through worst room in the game for Mr. Newfie. Mother Brain is a boss, yes. Not one of the G4 objectives, though. They're gonna go back to kick Mother Brain's butt after beating those bosses. And that's Moat. So that's a Moat major. Into Parlor. Log, 1, you're getting further and further away from the map. 2, can you please go make with the fighting of the Spore Spawn? It's the Charge Beam! Newfie, go mode! This is what a race this is! Bullet Catcher makes a very interesting point. It might be a go mode, but it is no fun go mode. That's correct. Now, we know where Plasma Beam is. Newfie, unfortunately, doesn't. Still, Charge Ice Phaser, it's not the greatest combination, but it's a way to defeat every boss in this game. And right now, Log doesn't have the way to do that. There's bombs. Log has no good way of beating Ridley right now. Newfie does. It's not a fun Ridley, but it's a Ridley, it's doable regardless. Cool Papa Bell says, we should run a points-based tournament, so winning is points. But so is fighting Spo or intentionally picking up Spazer Beam after you have Plasma. I like that. Not a fan of how Papa Bell thinks Spazer Beam is the best beam, but it's okay. We'll allow it. I'm kidding. I do like that idea, though. We should definitely try Oops All Spore Spawn and Oops All Ridley. That would be fun. Dragon defeated for Newfie. Newfie might have it. Nicely done, Newfie. We get some hype in the chat there for Newfie. That was really well done. Get some hypes, get some claps. That was really nice gravity jump all the way across Dragon's room. Beautifully done by Newfie. As you can tell, it's not an easy jump either, and Newfie, with the wherewithal to continue it, very nicely done. So, while these racers are out doing their own thing, Twitch chat, I want to hear from you. What has been your favorite race? Not best of 3. What's been your favorite race that you have watched in this tournament? Is it the Nevdimorph? Is it the ridiculous one that I commentated the other day where it was absolute craziness? What was your favorite race so far? We got an Albi's Pause. Ultra Metroid objective, okay. Nevdimorph. Newbie says, excuse me, Ice says that they would come back for Kraid. I agree with you. The best thing Newfie could do right now is leave Norfair. Go back for Ridley. Go get Plasma. Newfie? No. Go take out Ridley and Criteria. Get the map by beating Fantoon. Run back to Kraid and finish the game. Newfie has the advantage. So this is interesting here for Log. Log's found his way into Torian. We know there's no bosses here. There's no majors here. Except for one, it's the Spring Ball Major. How fast of an advantage is Log gonna have once he gets to Norfair, gets the same boss information? How fast is he gonna have it with that speed booster? Again, I come back to the speed booster. Very curious to see how this goes. My boy Sunwoo Farmer's hanging out in the Twitch chat. What's up, buddy? There's Wave Beam. So Log's got every beam except for charge. So Newfie is going for Kraid. I would have left Kraid F4 after. It's way more logical to leave Kraid for last and Mother Brain's right across. Nice, Sunwoo. So Log's now in Norfair. Tough. Very tough. Good, Sunwoo. Thank you. Kraid is going to get a little DLC today. Then you got to factor in, it's not just a regular seed. This is a race against a seed that is 20 spots higher than you. So, could that have come into it? I mean, you know you're going to have to go all the way back up to criteria to go beat Ridley. Log has the advantage. Has already beaten Fantoon. Has all the beams except for charge, which Log, excuse me, is going to come across. If he goes to Moat, which I don't see any reason he wouldn't. Log also stacked on supers, yeah. And is going to have that 900 damage charge beam combo once he gets to Ridley. Newfie, he's really going to need to motor all the way back to criteria. One more super tank is enough for Ridley, right? Ask Kapow. That is correct. 30 supers needed to defeat Ridley. That is correct. Newfie, you need to go. If you want any chance of potentially upsetting Log here in game number 1, you need to go. This, by the way, was picked. This race mode picked by Log, who's the higher seed. Newfie banned no objectives. Log banned Metroid objectives. Wah, 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 wah. Dun, dun, dun. Newfie. Alright, found the right way here. All the way back to post-Splatoon room. And Log's gonna be very happy when he sees this charge beam. Log, I said you'd be very happy when you see charge beam. I didn't, like, what? Smile! It's charge! Nah, whatever. Racers and their focus. And I gotta go focus to do a thing because I'm in a race. Whatever. I'm just giving Log a hard time. He's fine. He's focused. Exactly the way he should be. Because if you put yourself in Log's position, do you think you're behind at this point? Because Newfie has the right idea on routing. And Log knows he has been struggling on the route. So I'm really wondering if Log has, like, if he's just concerned and he's just locked in right now. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Scoop a microwave beam! Do it, chat. Scoop a microwave beam? Yes. Ah, ah, ah. Ding, ding, ding. Nice jump. Best music in the game. Newfie continuing to look where to go next. You're in the right zone. Nice energy. Gonna take a little bit extra, why not? There's the ship for Newfie. So Log now needs to go beat Ridley as well. But here's the big thing. Do these racers remember where Ridley is? That's the big thing. Do they remember where Ridley is? We saw him very early on in the seed. But we spent so much time in different sectors. Do they remember where he is? Nice gravityless lava dive from Log. Newfie, back to criteria. Trying to get to the map. I'm over here. Nobody's doing anything yet. Plasma beam for Newfie. Big advantage for Newfie. But Log is on his way back to Ridley. And Log firmly back in the lead. Newfie on the Fantoon. Log just needs to head back to Norfair right now. Newfie has Charge Beam. Not microwaving Fantoon, not sure why. This is race number 1. Game 2 will be tomorrow. Newfie is a racer, and we've seen it here already. Good idea logic-wise. Has definitely done some great work here in this race. Definitely a lot to improve on. He's gonna be one to watch. Easy! Oh, and Tickle's here too? Let's go. This is huge for Log. He knows about Torian. This is genius! This is gonna be a fun escape. You see Ridley, Newfie! You know where you have to go! Alright, this is it, folks. Log did what we were saying for a while. A lot of you were saying it, NN was saying it, I was saying it. I'd save Kraid right before you go to Mother Brain, and that's exactly what Log has done. And with the Charged Plasma Beam shot, this is going to be easy. Tickles, we already had some Kraid DLC. Oh, Tickles gets his wish. We get more Kraid DLC. How exciting. You know, Uncle Iroh. You know, Iroh, unfortunately, we saw Spore Spawn. Log decided to not fight Spore Spawn. I think Log should be disqualified for not fighting Spore Spawn. I'm kidding. Log don't need no stinking save, Crow Beansy. Come on. I kind of want to generate an Oops All Spore Spawn objective. I want to do it. I don't know if it's possible, but I want to do it. Alright, chat, what do you think the escape timer is going to be? Minute 45, I guess. I'm sorry, what? 30 seconds? What? So, this is ridiculous. Seven seconds! Log! Do something! The planet's gonna blow up! And escapes with no problem. GG's, Log. A stupid escape! That was great. That was outstanding. GG's to Log, GG's to Newfie. 30-second escape. Get out of here, you silly seed. Newfie should be very proud of himself. Did a great job, had the right logic. Let's talk to the racers. This post-game interview. Definitely some things I want to ask them. I want to hear what they were thinking throughout the seed. What's up, Log? GG's, congratulations on your win.
Hi, GG.
Alright. Newfie, get up here. There we go. Newfie, GG's.
GG.
Alright. I kind of want to pick both of your brains. Let's get Newfie back up. There you are. I want to pick both of your brains because the logic on this seed was wild. So, Log, I'll start with you. You and Newfie roughly found supers early on. And what was interesting about that was you needed your morph to get to, which we know is in Meridia. So what were you both thinking? Log, we'll start with you when you saw those double early supers.
You might have seen it on the stream, but I was screaming, I don't have morph! That's kind of the story of the seed. I kept running things and I didn't have morph.
Newfie, what about you? Because the same thing. We saw you reset, and one of the biggest deciding factors in this game was speed booster versus space jump. So, Log, once you got your morph, you got your spazer, you got your double supers. You went to continue to get to the criteria major that you saw in Bryn Reserve. Newfie didn't. Newfie continued to play through Meridia, went back, found space jump, but never went back to criteria for speed booster. So I'm kind of curious. That was really the divergence that more or less decided the seed. Newfie had the right idea in terms of routing. Log had the better speed in this race. So I'm kind of curious. Just talk us through that seed.
Yeah, I guess once I found space, I knew Ridley was there just above it. So I knew I was coming back for Ridley. So I knew criteria was probably going to be a last spot for me. So I started moving away from the area. So once I got space, I just moved out, basically. That was all my thoughts there.
And Log, for you, you got your speed, and then decided to continue to play through criteria. Was the plan always to try to get the criteria map as soon as possible? And how come you didn't go from Meridian to like Northfield like we saw Newfie did? Just kind of curious of the mindset.
I want the maps. So I just chased the area map, and then I was close to Brinstar, I think. So I just continued on there, tried to get the map, but ended up at Cack Alley, I think, and
Yep.
couldn't really get there, so I blinded for a bit in Brinstar, and then I just noticed the door below the criteria entrance, and stumbled into Torian and led into Warfare and Mother Brain and the straight on that.
For sure. And Newfie, we saw you do Aqueduct a couple times on the snail climb. Walk us through your mindset.
It was probably slow too, for sure. Definitely lost some time there. But yeah, by the sounds of it, Log, you went a completely different way. I never even dipped into Brinstar or Torian. I just went through Meridia down to, Meridia into Meridia into Norfair. Found the bosses. Then just tracked my way back up through Meridia, back into Criteria for Fantoon and Ridley. Funny enough how that just kind of worked out.
Very cool. So yeah, like I said, the routing was definitely interesting. The start to this criteria map was very weird. So, GG's, congrats to you both. Game number
Yeah, it was
2
definitely
comes up.
strange. I thought
Mhm.
for sure when I saw X-Ray, I was going to have to do some crazy X-Ray climbs. I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. We have game number 2 tomorrow. And Newfie, that'll be your pick. And that, for everyone, we'll find out tomorrow. Don't give anything away. Wait until we're in the race time room tomorrow. But I'm going to leave the floor open to both of you. We'll start with Log, then we'll go to Newfie. The floor is yours.
Thanks for coming. First commed race, and for thanks
Oh,
to
you
Eddie
cut out there.
and-
There you are.
and just thanks to Eddie and the admins for setting up this.
Excellent. Newfie?
Yeah, same. Just GG the Logs. Look forward to this again tomorrow night. WX fan, I'm interested to rewatch this. You do great comms, so great. I really look forward to rewatching this afterwards.
Thank
And
you.
thanks to tracking, I think was in, but wherever it was.
Mhm.
Apart from that, yeah, the main putting together something fun like this definitely makes this map Rando interesting.
Mhm.
Still
Now
practicing.
listen.
I still got to try and get some of this movement better, but I'm working on it.
There you go. Now we got to ask one last question, and this is a Twitch chat question. And I'm going to ask on behalf of Twitch chat to Log, our winner. Why you no fight Spo?
Because there was a way.
There you go. There, chat, I asked, you're welcome. Chat was not happy we didn't get a Spore Spawn fight. They're literally going to have me custom create something with the Map Rando team that's oops all Spore Spawn and oops all Ridley. Those requirements may eventually keep coming if Twitch chat gets their way. I'm just saying. But anyway, you both did really well. Looking forward to calming your game tomorrow night. I'm already on for that, so that's going to be a ton of fun. The Logdrab, and Newfie George, and for, of course, the fantastic NN on tracking, I am WXFan21. We will see you next mission.